We'll get this guy. Okay, so today we are beginning our Chicago Chronicles by night with just me and Barry, and we will be joined by Charlie in a little while. Okay, so why don't you start by telling me where you're at, Barry?
Well, you mean me, Barry, or me, one of the characters?
Or your characters, of course.
Yeah, okay.
Well, nobody's interested in real life.
Yeah. Okay. Now, Chase is definitely wants to make Gary his home.
Right.
Okay. Yep. But he wants to look after his people as well.
Right.
And he realized to fulfill that, he's got to get soldiers.
Right.
He's got to get power base.
Right. Because
if he doesn't have a power base, nobody's going to give a shit.
Right.
But it can't be a loud power base. It can't be a, I'm here, I'm mighty, because then people just jump on you and
something a little bit more under the radar.
Yeah, and he's trying to achieve that. But that's very difficult because you've got a whole lot of superior vampires who are using you, and you realize they're using you to achieve their ends.
Right.
But you're having to play games in the background to achieve your own ends.
Right.
And you're also looking after your people. For instance, Jimmy's had a vision about doing drones and stuff like that.
Right.
So he wants to build on that.
Right.
He wants Jimmy to achieve that. He wants to find out how you go about that and meet the right people for that.
Mm-hmm.
But he wants to make it Jimmy's, not his.
Right. So one thing that I thought we could start with was an evening trip out of Chicago to a nearby town that I mentioned to you reasonably recently.
Doesn't it begin with L or something?
Was it? Did I give you Lincolnford, or was it Lafayette?
I think it was Lafayette.
Lafayette?
There's something about Lafayette. I'm going to hit both of them anyway, because what he wants to do is start little blood banks all over the place.
Right. Okay. So let's say you get to this little town, Lafayette.
Yeah.
And you've cruised in there this evening. It's taken you 2 hours to get here, right?
Yeah.
How would you have traveled?
I would have traveled by a vehicle, a normal everyday car.
Okay. Would you be here with Vincenzi?
Oh yes, Vincenzi, and I would take what's her name? Jules. Okay. I would take Jules, and I would tell them what I'm trying to do. I'm gonna basically try to dominate or find out about who runs the blood bank there, and then dominate them and get control of them.
Okay. Well, what we'll do is you get into Lafayette, and Vincenzi, of course, has been talking the whole way. And you've learned things about Vincenzi, and he's probably learned things about you too, because he's quite clever at getting people to talk, you know?
Yeah.
And even Jules, let's see if Jules likes him or not. I'm going to I guess it's a charisma and performance check for Vincenzi to see whether or not he can actually make a good impression on your other retainer. No, a really bad impression, apparently. Apparently, Jules doesn't like Vincenzi at all. She's sort of just sitting there, gritting her teeth, listening to him talking his thing. I mean, and you know, Vincenzi's really good at what he does, and she's really good at what she does, but they live in different worlds. And they operate in different worlds.
And that's what I choose them for, because they're good at what they do.
Right. So, Vincenzi's like, we want to go in there and you want to find who it's going to be, blah blah blah. And he's like, he's got this very direct approach to it, and he's not he's not adverse to a little strong arming if required.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Jules is more like, why don't we take it slowly and carefully, and we don't need to strong arm anybody. We just need to talk to them and get them in the right room, and then we can, and then we can let our domitor, that's Chase, do his business. Womp womp. That business.
Yeah.
And Vincenzi's like, he sees the logic in that. Eventually he sort of argues with her for a minute, and it seems they have a bit of a misunderstanding along on the way during that 2-hour drive, and there's a bit of awkwardness that results in any case. You get to the Lafayette Hospital and to their blood bank service, and you park up in the car park, and the three of you get out of the vehicle. Vincenzi says to you, Chase, do you want me to wait in the car, or you want to come with you, or what?
No, I want you to come with me, Vincenzi.
Okay. All right.
Come with me.
And Jules just comes with you too. She doesn't even ask. She's just assuming that you're going to want her there.
Yeah.
So you go into the hospital and you start looking around, and Jules goes over to the receptionist and says, "Excuse me, whereabouts is it that we can find who is in charge of the blood bank here?" And this person asks some questions, and a bunch of investigation goes on because nobody actually knows who's in charge of it immediately. Some phone calls are made, and then there are people who work there, of course. And just cutting a long story short, I think, because I don't want to get too deep in a scenario outside of Chicago. We're going to roll some dice for Chase. Sound good?
I don't trust those machines, but go on, I hate those machines.
Okay, so we're going to roll manipulation and leadership, I believe. And leadership.
Oh, by the way, he's also going to deal with that gang. Remember, I got some land?
Yep.
He's going to deal with both gangs and dominate them to work for him.
Okay, 2 successes on your dominate attempt on your first way, basically getting to the person that's in control of the situation. 2 successes on your first attempt, and then that gets you to the main administrator.
How many willpower points have I got? Because when I get the main exterminator, I want to use a willpower point.
You can use a willpower, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, your willpower's down to 3, but you know what? I think basically because of the fact that you're achieving some of your goals, I'm just going to keep it the same and put it back to 4.
Okay.
That's another 2 successes.
Yeah.
All right, and then finally you get to the head administrator of the blood bank in Lafayette.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get for this. Now, bearing in mind, I have no clue how hospitals really work in real life, and I'm largely guessing. 1 success there. And this, so let me think how that's going to work.
What else have I got in power-wise?
You've got all specs 2, dominate 2, obfuscate 2.
Okay.
And you know what? I've just dropped you a fortitude because you had some XP towards that, and I'm going to just spend the rest of your XP on fortitude so you get a dot of that.
Okay.
Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, I will use ore.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't have ore. You don't have ore. You've got all specs, dominate, and obfuscate.
All specs 2, eh? What does his aura look like? Is he worried? Is he in control? Is he assertive?
Very assertive. Seems to be in control. Bit of a dominant type of personality. It's a. In fact, you know what? It's a suit. It's a woman, and she's very matronly. Yeah, and she's sort of. What is it that you're asking her? In fact, she says, I'm a little confused. Wait a minute, we're in Chicago, well, out of Chicago.
Yeah, I would like to support your work in this hospital.
Jules says, well, perhaps what we're looking to do is to provide a donation to the hospital of exceptional amount of money that you doubtfully have seen before here.
Yes.
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 And this woman sort of looking at you, and she says, okay, and what kind of money are we talking about? And Jules looks at you and she says, well, perhaps 2 million? Would that be of a significant donation for you? And she sort of looks at you all skeptically. And she says, so you make this donation. I have the impression that you're looking for something beyond that. Like,
Yes.
what is it that you really want here? Because I'm a little confused. You want to donate, but what are you looking for?
I will have looked up blood conditions.
Okay.
Human blood conditions.
Sure.
I have this condition, to be honest with you, and I name it, and I've studied it, so I know what I'm talking about.
Well, you've got a doctor in medicine, so I can make we can make a charisma and medicine check.
Okay.
Now, how's that for a rare dice roll?
Yeah.
Charisma and okay, so that's altogether that's 3 dice. Holy crap! So a 9 and a 6, so 2 successes.
Yeah.
Right. So you say the right stuff, and she's like, okay.
And I am a businessman, but the thing is, I need the blood to come with me. I need my transfusions and so forth and so on. That
So you're looking for a private transfusion agency? Is that what you're asking about?
Yes. I had the people and the machinery to do it. Like in my plane, for instance, I need to be able to carry blood with me so that when we're traveling, we've already got it there, already on hand.
She says, listen, I understand your plight as a blood patient. However, unfortunately, it is against our policies to allow donators and other supporters financially to have any special privileges above and beyond those of your average normal citizens. Our hospital and our blood bank is there to provide blood for those who need it, and that is equally and without exception. Do you understand these are the rules and our policies that the formation of our...
This is the thing. I'm sure if you look, you could possibly find a legal way that is supposed to be done by, that we can both fulfill our needs.
And are you
dominating?
Dominating,
yes.
yeah, okay. I thought you might be, which is why we're going to roll manipulation and leadership again. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my god. No successes.
But I haven't offended her just after a question, so that's why I was careful about it.
No, that's fine. All right, Vincenzi goes, boss, I don't know, maybe we should talk about this a little more outside.
All right. Excuse me, please. We'll be back in a moment.
She says, "Sure, you take your time. I mean, I'm certainly not going to walk away from the opportunity to receive a donation like what you're talking about. But we do have to find some kind of middle ground."
Of course, I understand. Okay, I go with my people, find a place.
All right. Well, Vincenzi's like, well, look, what are you going to do? She's not agreeing with you. Why don't you use your mental powers on her?
I'm using my mental powers.
Really? She's not budging.
Then, Well, we'll just try it one more time.
Why don't we, Vincenzi says, why don't you get her a cup of coffee or something?
That was my next move, funny. All right. All right, we'll try it one more time with the suggestion and then with the cup of coffee.
Why don't we move the meeting down to the cafeteria or something like that?
Brilliant. And I look at Jules and I say, that's why we keep him around.
She says, yes, it's very ingenuitive, I must admit.
Come on, let's go.
All right. So,
I wonder, I know you've had a long evening and you've probably got a longer evening to come. Could I at least give you a cup of coffee because you've gone to this trouble?
Are you dominating her again this time?
No, I'm asking her as a person first.
Okay. She says, well, I suppose I could come for a coffee, yeah. All right.
Okay.
And she comes down to the cafeteria with you, get in the lift and go down and see as you get to the bottom of the lift, the doors open and this gurney goes past and you get a whiff of blood and you see this rather traumatic patient go past you, very bloodied and what have you. We'll just make a quick self-control check just to make sure you don't completely lose your mind for no good reason. What would that be? Oh, you got 4 dice. That's nice, Chase.
Oh, gee.
But you get a 10, so you're good. You feel the urge, but you hold it. Anyway, you make your way through to the cafeteria and the hospital, and you and this administrator and your people, you sit down in the cafeteria. And she says, yeah, sure, I certainly would like a coffee, thank you. It's a good idea.
Would you like anything to eat with that?
She says, you know what, I'll go and have a look. And she stands up and walks over to the. So
I get the coffee.
Okay.
Put my blood in, kind of have her cup under the table while she's away and pop it in and put the lid on and put it where she's going to eat and smile innocently.
All right. Okay, well, she orders some food and Vincenzi. Vincenzi and Jules, they order some food too, and they sit there and eat. And halfway through her meal, she says she takes a sip of her coffee and she stands up. She says, "Excuse me, I'm just going to be back," and I got powder on my nose. And she wanders off to the bathroom. Vincenzi's like, "Now."
I've already done it.
You did it?
Yes.
Damn, I didn't even see you do it. Fucking fast, Chase. You managed that. You're quick. All right, well, you're gonna try them.
Yeah.
I'll just shut up, okay? You do your thing.
No. Suggestions are always welcome, Benjamin.
No, you're doing everything. I get it. You're doing fine. You don't need my suggestions. Not right now, anyway. So you wait a little while and make some small talk until she comes back in again. And by the way, her name is Lauren.
Okay.
Also known as Miss Cates.
Okay.
Lauren Cates. Yep.
Can you get a quick check on Lauren somehow tomorrow?
Well, I've done some research already on them, and yes, this is what I've got so far. She shows you the folders from her briefcase.
Yeah.
And yep, pretty straightforward. Nothing especially out there that's interesting. Even she's a pretty boring person, to be honest.
Okay.
She works really hard, and she seems to spend her life at the hospital. Like that's her whole life.
Okay.
She has been married twice. She's got 2 kids. They're both grown up.
Yeah.
They've both moved off. She's never had a traffic fine, never
Yeah.
had a speeding ticket.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
And she comes back from the bathroom and she says, she sits down. I don't know, there must be something we can do about this.
Well, I would hope that there is something. Indeed, it would be so helpful to me if you could find a way of doing it. Well, within the law, of course, make it right. And a way we could work together. I tried dominate.
Try to dominate her again.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But this is hard.
The dice are against you today, buddy.
They are always against me lately.
Fuck, one success. Okay.
Okay.
That's better than nothing. 1 success.
And I've got the blood as well. She's got the blood as well. So it might make her more amenable.
Right. Let me just check the system on Dominate. This particular Dominate is suggestion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called? Suggestion? No.
That we can work together, yeah.
Dominate.
I've got to get my dominate up.
Command the weary mind and mesmerize. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's manipulation and leadership. Number of successes, how well the suggestion is implanted. Less than 3, they cannot be forced to do anything which seems strange to her.
Yeah.
Okay. But with
that's why I'm trying to keep it in the legal.
Right, and you've given her some blood as well, and and that's definitely swaying things. I think that would add another success all by itself. So let me reconsider that. 2 successes.
Nobody ever said it was going to be easy. That's what I love about doing this game, because it's not easy, and you like building something up, and you finally get it, and you know.
Right. Well, as you're sitting there, Vincenzi writes something on a piece of paper, and he hands it over to you, Jace.
Yep, I look at it.
It says, bribe her.
Of course, you know, if
he puts a question mark after that too, by the way, so that it's a question, like, bribe her.
Of course, from what I've seen in my small, you know, in my small view of this lovely hospital, it needs a lot of help, doesn't it?
She says, yeah, it certainly does. We do need a lot of help out here. We've had some real setbacks lately. You know, it's really hard to maintain doctors and nursing staff here, especially given all of the big hospitals and what have you. So over in Chicago and Illinois,
so
all the doctors are going there, and they don't really want to live out here and work. So we have to try to encourage them with more money, more pay, but we don't have that kind of.
I have a curiosity question, and that's all it is, believe me. Can one own a hospital?
Well, technically you can. You could start by getting into the. Well, it's an interesting question. Out of game, I think so.
The Americans, I think they can.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they can.
You know what? I'm going to do a Google search, because we want to get it right. Right?
Yeah.
Can you own a hospital?
In the US.
Yeah. Okay. How do I own and run a hospital? Well, people are saying if you want to make money, then don't, because it should be about healthcare, not profit. expensive proposition, specialized facilities in the US or other developments such as wouldn't have to meet significant legal and regulatory requirements in order to receive a license. The government or insurance companies to put together a group of investors with cash to support such a project. So technically, yes, she says. Technically you can own a hospital, yes, but getting the licenses and the paperwork through is exceptional.
Jules, could you get the licenses?
She says, "Well, I can certainly try. I can work on these things, but
good." And excuse me, miss, what was your name again?
Lauren. What did she say it was? Casey. Lauren Casey. Yeah.
Lauren Casey. So if I manage to do all the legal things right and so forth and so on, would you run it for me?
She looks at you. Well, I was not expecting that. Will I run it for you? I don't know. We would have to talk about it.
Of course.
Salaries. Well, she says, well,
of course your pay would be something like, Jules, what would her pay be?
And Jules puts a number to her, and she seems quite impressed.
Okay. I've got a new goal. I'm gonna have to work on that. Okay. So we start talking about that and working it out, and Jules can do that because that's what Jules does best.
Okay. So long story short, then, the plan is to pilfer Lauren Casey, and to use her to assist you and Jules to get the licenses and the investors for a new hospital.
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a plan for where you'd like this hospital to go, or where you'd build it? Would you build it here, or would you build it in Chicago or Gary? Or
I'll build it in Gary.
Build it in Gary.
Gary's got a lot of hospitals that still have the body frame and everything else.
Right, and you could just restore one.
Yeah, just restore it. And there's one right by a police station.
There you go.
And funnily enough, remember, I don't know if you remember, but I've arranged with Loden's. Now, I've got to remember this because it was a while ago now. I arranged with Loden's man that I know, my friend, who does the and unfortunately, my friend Mercy knows him as well. My mate that recommended that I should come to Chicago. Oh, he does communication.
Bobby Weatherbottom.
Remember? Right. Yep. I don't know how I phrased it, but I told Bobby that I would need, is there some way I could put a bug on, well, that's the best way to explain it, something that can go to the computers of the police in Gary that can tell me what's going on in Gary without me interfering with everybody. And Bobby wanted to know why I was doing that, because was I going against his boss? And I convinced him that it was so we would know what was going on in Gary Police Station and what was happening and whether the Sabbat were there.
Right. So,
so he was going to help me with that as well.
Right. So what would you like to have happened in that regard?
I would like to have happened that we have the communication and know that, but I don't want to take over the police because in Gary because there was some reason I asked Juggler about it, and there was some reason Juggler didn't want me to do that.
Right.
What I want to know is just what.
Tell you what it was. Or not?
No, I can't remember what it was. And if he doesn't run it, if Juggler doesn't run it, then I would take it over.
Right.
But not let them, because I don't want to offend Juggler.
Well, we've got 2 minutes before Charlie gets here. Why don't we cut to a scene with you and Juggler?
Yeah, okay. All right.
So you've gone to Gary. This maybe even the same trip. On the way back from the same trip, you stop by Gary on the way. You visit
Yep.
the rose garden. You go inside and you manage to get an appointment. And
Yep.
within a few minutes, or maybe not a few minutes, maybe half an hour to an hour, perhaps, of the usual fucking around because vampires. You eventually get to see Juggler in his offices upstairs in what he calls the gallery. And when you go in, he's standing there, and he turns around and he looks over to you. Well, Chase Hamilton, I wasn't expecting to see you tonight until I heard that you were at my door. How can I help you?
I've come to ask your advice.
All right, shoot.
How does one?
Yeah.
Who? And is it you? And if it is, I won't touch it. But do you run the police in Gary?
Well, I gotta say to you, Chase, I do not run the police in Gary. In fact, I discourage actively anybody to run the police in Gary because I am, if you hadn't heard, don't tell anybody, I'm an anarch.
Oh, really?
And the idea of being in control of a fascist organization like the police department is kind of against my whole ethical stance. I wouldn't want people to think that I was one of the jackbooted oppressors of this land. And so that's why I personally am not interested in running any of that.
Well, what if somebody else was the jackbooted idiot, but had your help and guidance in doing what? It's basically to keep the Sabbat out, not to keep the Sabbat in.
I see. So you're proposing to me that we take a kind of a joint venture here.
Yeah.
So suggesting.
Yeah.
I see. You're not the first to propose this, by the way.
But the other thing I'm proposing that might be original, that might stick in your craw, is I want Modius to get kind of on his feet.
Mr. Hamilton, you are full of surprises.
Because
full of surprises.
I'd been as low as he's been, and I didn't like being there, and I don't like seeing somebody else there. And even if I can stand him up a little bit so that he can be in the front and feel like himself again a little bit, that's good for me. But is it good for you?
Well, I have to say, I guess, looking at this logically, historically, that kind of thing, Modius is a prince of Gary, officially, Camarilla prince, and as I said, I'm an anarch, don't tell anyone.
No, I won't. I'll keep
so, my penchant for assisting Modius and any of his, I don't even know what he wants to do these days.
He won't know you're assistant.
All right. Well, Mr. Hamilton, oddly enough, you make a convincing argument. And the reason I say that is because for some reason, out of all of the vampires who ever approached me about any of these topics before, I trust you to actually honor your word. I say that because I can see, to some degree, what you're thinking. And you're not actually fucking with me.
No, sir.
So, you know what? I'm going to humor this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing is we want to talk about the Gary Police Department, okay?
Yes.
So here are my conditions.
All right.
You don't get to use any of Gary's coppers for any purposes except passing information.
Okay.
Okay? They're not a fucking army. They do not get to use, you do not use them for raiding people's houses or smashing down doors.
But can I use them if the city is being attacked?
If the city was being attacked, you could point them to what to do.
Yeah.
But you got to leave that in their court.
Okay.
Okay. I am very much about the minimal interference in human affairs.
Okay. If you needed help, I know you've got a lot of people. Could I use them to help you?
If I needed help and it got to that stage, then perhaps. Okay.
Okay.
But I feel strongly that I do not want to see the Gary police being subverted into somebody's little power base.
Okay.
I have protected that asset in Gary for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen what happened with Chicago, with Loden, the police. He uses the cops there like his private army, and he uses it to smash anarchs, primarily. Have you heard of the Pullman riots?
No, I haven't.
Okay. There's a whole bunch of history here in Chicago that you might not be aware of, but for decades, for more than 100 years, Prince Loden has used the Chicago PD as his private army, to destroy unions, crush his enemies, and smash anarchs. Now, he, of course, will be telling everybody about how this is necessary and the Sabbat would be here and so on and so forth. We both know the truth. He's a power-hungry little fuck, and that's just how it is. And my concern is that power leads to, well, corruption. And if you were to take on some of these powers, you would be corrupted. Because what do we know about power?
But that's what you're for.
Well, Chase, you have to understand that I am not immune to the corruption and power of. Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm
yeah. Right. Nobody is immune to corruption. That includes me.
Correct.
Okay, but if you and Modius were around, which you are, right, you could stop me from being corrupt. You could kick my ass easily, I figure.
I see.
What I want to use the police for is for the humans. All right? Like they're supposed to be used.
Right.
And I want to use a special force chosen for the Sabbat. Okay? And they work for the Sabbat.
They work for the Sabbat?
I mean
against the Sabbat.
Against the Sabbat.
So you're looking at turning a mortal kind police department section into a private paramilitary.
No, they would be my people. My own people for that.
So they wouldn't be cops.
Yeah. But I want the cops.
That's your business. What you do with your own people is your own business, okay?
Yeah. No, I'm just being straight up with you so you can see where I'm coming from.
Right.
Okay. If there's anything else you can think of that I've missed, do tell me. I'm not experienced, remember. This is a plan in my head and I am Malkavian.
Well, that's true. Okay, well, look. Why don't we begin looking into this and we can begin working together on it?
Okay.
All right?
Okay, fine.
Now, if you want to investigate further into the Gary police and see whether you can find anything useful there, you go right ahead.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop you.
Okay.
All I can tell you right now is presently, as far as I'm aware, there are no kindred ties in the Gary police. I have put a stop to that.
Okay. Who tried? Somebody must have tried.
Various people have tried.
Okay. All right.
I'll tell you who tried. Al Capone.
Okay. I'm not surprised. But I will keep you adjust of everything I do that way. And then you can stop me before I do something wrong.
All right, Chase.
All right.
I appreciate your candor in this.
Okay.
All right. What was the second thing? Was the matter of the Prince of Gary.
Mm-hmm.
Chase. Modis has been here for a long time, and he's quite attached to the city, I suppose, but he's kind of, I don't know. The more presence that he has here, the more difficult things are for me.
Just good point.
Let's think about that a bit further, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
We'll
Have you got enough
on
to go on for now?
I mean, you said he was a good guy. You said he was a good vampire.
Modius? A
Yeah.
good vampire? Well, good is very
Well, you know what I mean.
subjective, yeah, but
Yeah, no.
okay. Look, don't think that because Modius was crushed by Lodin that he was a bright, happy, My Little Pony because of it.
He wasn't?
Well, he was a prince, and like all princes, he was a power-hungry despot. And the fact that one despot got crushed by another despot really does not concern me that much, to be fair.
Okay.
Welcome, Charlie, by the way.
All right.
Thanks for the review, dude. It's really
cool. All right. Okay.
All right.
I'll think on that. I'll think on that.
Consider these things.
Okay.
Give me a call if you need anything, all right? You
okay.
got my number? I'm around.
Okay.
Good night.
Take care.
Thank you. Good night, Chase. All right, you leave. And, you do your other things. Charlie, who are you being?
Who should I be?
Who should you be? Well, so what I'm thinking is basically the last half an hour or so, Chase has been doing a thing where he had to go out of the city and come back again.
Okay.
And so easily we could give it a night of downtime, whereupon you can tell us what your various characters have been up to for, last day.
Okay. Right. Well.
Good to see you, Charlie.
Hello. Yes. Well, Mercy is she's really keen on getting her kid back, so she would be doing some research into the studio. The dude that we interrogated, he gave us a lot of information, but there could always be more.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna go in. She's gonna go in. She's gonna pretend to be someone else and do some investigations and stuff.
Investigations. Okay, well, when you get into the studio, you will have discovered that it's late, so most of their people have gone home.
Right.
There's a few people at desks working late. There's some video editing suites open, and the security guard will have tried to stop you, but you can make a manipulation and leadership roll if you want to try and dominate them to fuck off.
I will. It's very Mercy, don't you think?
Yes.
She even has it prepared. I don't know what was it
6
target's willpower or something? Okay, well, 4.
Okay. All right, so you make your way in and you convince the security guard that you're a client or something, if that's what you wish. And you are able to get yourself a tour by this particular security guard who quite likes you.
That's nice.
Takes you into some videos, some editing suites in the post-production area at the back.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that in this big, very cushy room with big black couches and massive monitors in the walls, huge sound system all set up. It's a soundproof room. And you can see there's a couple of people sitting in there. They look quite flash. And they're drinking frickin' champagne out of nice glasses on the coffee table. While the editor's working hard doing color correction to a short video commercial or TV commercial that they're producing, which so happens to feature Mimi on screen in front of you. At the next to there's two clients sitting there, a man and a woman, dressed in suits, talking to the editor, and sort of she's saying, "Do you think you could bring the skin tone down just a little bit? It's just a little bit red there, and I'm not sure that's what we're looking for." And the editor's like twirling knobs and going through color wheels and making effects changes. And one of them looks over to you. Oh, hello.
Hello. What accent do you have? Are you from
Can we help
Canada?
You?
Oh.
Actually, I'm British. Is that
weird?
Sure. Can we help you?
Yeah, I'm just being guided around by this gentleman here.
Oh well, this is Color Suite 4. We're currently just doing a TV commercial for our client Sachi.
Yeah. I heard they're going to be back here soon.
Yeah. We're going to be shooting in 2 days from now. In fact, we're doing a whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to be here for that. So,
I
really look forward to seeing you.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Who are you again?
I am the mother of that child.
You're the mother of the child. Oh my God! Yeah. Wow, I'm so pleased to meet you. She's been such a good girl.
I'm glad. She's always been a good girl. Yeah.
And she stands up. So nice to meet you. And how? So, interesting. So you did you get her an agent early on? Then I'm assuming.
Well, it was really unexpected. I'll be honest. Yeah, someone just found her and decided that she's perfect for the advertisement.
Oh,
wow. It's crazy. So I'm gonna just look at her and I'm going to use some of my skill and I'm going to mesmerize her to be like, I need you. Wait, you know what? Should I roll first or
roll
what?
First.
Okay, roll first.
Well, no, don't roll first. Tell me what you're gonna say first.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say, when Mimi shows up, do everything you can to distract the people that brought her in when she comes in.
Okay, now you can make your roll.
Okay, sweet.
Are there cameras in this place, Ross?
Out of game.
I'm just gonna get my.
Are you thinking of being a certain Nosferatu?
Yes, just watching the whole outcome.
3 successes.
3 successes. Now, with 3 successes on mesmerize.
I would say it says
subject. Less than 5 effective.
Yeah.
The subject.
It doesn't endanger.
You got 3 successes though. With less than 3 successes, can be functioning. Okay, well that's
fine.
This
isn't less than 3 successes.
No, it is in fact 3 successes. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, so she takes the information in and she sort of looks blankly at you for a moment and then opens her eyes again, as if that had just gone straight into her subconscious without her even realizing that you'd said it. And she nods and she says, "Well, I guess we better get back to work."
Yeah, you better.
Would you like a drink? She offers you a glass of champagne and some biscuits.
Oh no, thank you. That's bad for your figure. I'm trying to make her feel subconscious about her own figure.
All right, fair enough. Would you like to make a manipulation and what? Meanness.
Meanness.
Manipulation and subterfuge. Yeah.
Okay. Just the one.
Just the one.
Yeah.
See, you see her visibly wince. Right. Okay. Yeah. And so your friendly security guard, Max, takes you back outside again.
Thank you, Max.
You're welcome.
Will you be working in 2 days' time with my daughter? That's being recorded for this.
I don't know yet. I haven't got my roster.
All right. Why don't you have your roster?
because it's hasn't been done by my supervisor yet.
But it's so early. I mean, so late. It's so late.
Not my fault.
Do you always get your rosters 2 days away from your actual ship? That's fucking shit.
Well, the problem is we had a bunch of people get sick this week, so.
Okay. Well, that's fine.
Yeah, it's fucking weird, man. We had like 6 people get sick this week, all at the same time.
6
Crazy.
people.
Yeah.
It does seem really crazy.
Yeah, weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get going.
All right. Well, nice to meet you. You have a good night.
Yeah.
Drive carefully, or whatever you do. Yes.
I'm gonna go now.
Okay, so you leave. Very good. Okay, so end of downtime. Following day, following night. Barry, Chase, wake up.
Yes. I get up and see what Jules has been up to.
Okay, Jules, Vincenzi, and Jimmy are all having a conflab, and they're standing in the. Where are you sleeping at the moment? Where do you stay right now? Where did you sleep?
This new place that she found.
Okay, all right. So she's set up there's like a lounge room with TVs and stuff, a multimedia kind of setup, right?
Yep.
And that's where you find them all in this room, and we'll call it the multimedia room just for reference. And they all look at you as you come in, a little bit kind of surprised. And as they do, Vincenzi presses the pause button on a videotape and stops it. And you can see on the TV screen, there's a big red banner that says breaking news. And there's some shit about a massacre in a mall in Gary on the screen. And Vincenzi turns to you and goes, "You gotta watch the news, Chase. Some shit's going down."
All right. He sits down in the seat.
So unfortunately, this is recorded a little bit earlier today, so I'm going to play it back to you because I saw it first up, and then Julia suggested that we record it when it came back, and this is what we got. I didn't get the first time, but this is the second one. Okay, so here we go, and he plays it. And apparently, earlier today in a major Gary mall, they show you some security camera footage and news footage of this truck that turns up outside the mall. Out of the truck get a bunch of dudes in masks, like ski masks, and chainsaws. And they smash their way into the mall and they fucking kill dozens of people with chainsaws. They kill the guards, they take bullets, they don't go down. And this is all compressed into a 5-minute thing on this video. But that's the gist of it. Feel free to ask questions. Now, so at the time this is going on, you, the other one, that one, Belladonna. Belladonna, you wake up and something very similar will happen. It might be Zora that tells you about this and points you to the news and says that this has happened today and how terrible it is.
Oh. Well, this smells like Sabbat. Zora?
I don't know. Maybe, yeah, could be that.
It's just really cruel.
I heard from Jimmy today. He and Vincenzi, they recorded the news and they're going to be playing it to Chase probably about now, I suppose.
Okay. Well, I'll probably go and find him. I don't know where he is now.
Oh, I got his new address from Jimmy today. So here you go. It's and she tells you where it is.
I am not going without you. Come on.
Sure. Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Go hippie van.
Hippie van, always hippie van.
Okay. So the hippie mobile, you start driving across the city. Barry, so this is a new apartment, a new base,
Yeah.
right? That Julia has been in charge of finding.
Yeah.
What are the criteria that you've set for the space? Obviously, she suggested that you keep the helicopter business and your private haven as separate locations.
Yep. Yep.
So I have a genius idea.
Okay.
She's going to set you up with a haven on one end and your base on the other end of a underground railway line that has been abandoned and shut down.
Okay.
And there is an abandoned train station there too.
Yeah.
You can get to the train station from Gary surface, but
Yeah.
all of the entrances are locked and what have you, and under very heavy security because it's basically an abandoned train station. They don't let
Yeah.
people go down on those.
Yeah.
It's all boarded up,
Yeah.
but you can have the key.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
So,
All right.
Jax, does that sound good?
Yeah. That sounds good.
Very good. Okay, so this is where you are then at this point, and Bella's on her way there
To Gary.
to Gary.
Ugh, I hate this. Why does he always choose to live there?
And it's is it on the edge of Gary or is it central Gary? Do you think, Barry?
It's this place. My private place is on the edge of Gary.
Okay, close to Chicago on that side or the other?
Close to Chicago.
All right.
So that Jimmy can get to Nora.
Nora.
Yeah. What's her name?
It's so close.
You know, the lady that
Zora.
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 So he can get to Zora. Sorry.
That's okay.
You're really close.
Been a
Which
long
says
week. Yeah. Zora.
All right.
And that's what he specified. It has to be so we can get to the ghouls if they need us really fast.
Okay.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.
All right.
So
long story short is that Zora and Belladonna are going to turn up at your apartment shortly.
okay, and we'll ring Mercy as well. And we'll ring Peter.
Okay, so you can ring Mercy.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
I
Mercy.
just got up. What?
So, right. The Sabbat have struck again.
Okay.
All right. And I want you to come here because we need to do a rerun of what we found out about your daughter so far.
Okay. Is there anything you want me to bring or what? What do you want? What do you want?
Bring your weapons, bring your stuff. This is the new address.
Oh God. Okay.
You don't need to look in the minds of everybody and wipe my people out, all right? Just come in.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
So
all right.
hospitable. How lovely.
But also, like I said, we need all the information on your daughter that you've got, and I'll share some stuff with you that might lead us to her.
Okay, I'll do what I can.
All right. Okie dokie.
Before I go though, I'm gonna get that little sock, and I'm gonna try again with the whole
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called. Spirit's touch.
Spirit's touch.
Yep.
Show us on the sock where the spirit touched you.
Terrible. All right. Oh, just a one.
One success.
I think it's always been like 0. So
Okay, so probably it's something new. With any luck, let's just have a quick lookity look. Spirit's touch, you say? One success.
Come on, Mimi. Point me to where you are. I've taught you well. Come on. Your mama's gonna find you.
There's a knock on your door too. Missy.
Hello? Answer it.
Hi. It's me. Can I come in?
Okay, come in.
Do you need a lift?
No, I don't.
You don't need a lift.
No, I do not.
You sure you don't need a lift?
Yeah, I'm sure I don't need a lift.
Now you're sure that you're completely sure that you don't.
Yeah, I don't want to go on your trike. I saw what happened when you drove it. You drove into that truck, remember? I'll pass. Thank you, though. Thank you. But no, thank you.
All right.
So, now, Mercy, sorry, just a moment. Mercy, your snapshot image is Mimi crawling around in the back of a convertible sports car whilst without a seatbelt on, whilst Wendy Wade, you think, or whoever you know her as, is driving at a ridiculous speed on the freeway down the road, and as Mimi is crawling around, she sticks her foot up through the between the chairs, between the seats, and Wendy looks over at her and grabs her foot, and the sock just slips off, and that was the last time that sock's been touched by anyone.
Oh, I miss Mimi. I'm gonna find her. I'm gonna find Wendy too. I'm gonna kill her. She'll be dead. Anyway.
Okay.
Right.
Meanwhile.
Come in, hurry up. Hurry.
Right.
Come on.
I'll see you there.
Oh, but you asked to come in.
Well, I don't need to now.
Okay, I slammed the door on him. And then and I start getting ready.
That's what I love about this girl. Such personality.
So I'm gonna get dressed up as a suburban, in my suburban housewife like
okay.
it'll be my soccer mom gear.
Soccer mom.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Soccer mom gear. Because just imagine a soccer mom with like a katana, slashing people like crazy.
You need like some sort of sports 4x4 car. You know, like a.
I do. My last car got trashed though, so working on it.
Right.
Yeah. But for now, I'm going with Maureen.
Maureen.
Yeah. I'm gonna ride Maureen to Gary. Yeah, my grandma.
All right, so you're cruising into Gary on a with a katana.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you make a perception alertness check, please, for me, Sage?
Sage.
So it's not Sage.
That
person. You. Four successes. Okay. As you hit the freeway to Gary, and you're cruising through, you see somebody standing on the side of the freeway wearing a motorcycle helmet. Like on the actual edge of, like on the wall of the freeway.
Right. Dude or dudette?
Hard to tell.
Boobs or no boobs?
What did you roll? 4 successes.
Yeah.
You'd say female.
Wow, interesting.
And as you go past, this individual crouches down and literally lifts a motorcycle up over the concrete thing on the side, dumps it there, and then gets on it and starts following you.
Interesting. I'm going to get out a small knife.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I love knives.
I do.
I'm going to drive as fast as I can until she catches up, and then I'm just going to stop, and then I'm going to get the dagger and then sort of pierce it into the side of their motorcycle. Dixon Drive. Oh god,
Dixon Drive.
Suck. Oh, hey, 3. Look at that.
Successes, okay.
Look at that.
3 successes.
That bit of sage is rubbed off onto Mercy. Now she's better at driving.
Okay.
That was literally all her dicks.
Okay. Okay, are you basically trying to get away from her first of all, or are you, because you said you're going to wait for her to catch up for you, but you were like also trying to get away as fast as possible. So which is it?
was gonna drive by. I was gonna speed up and see if she matches that.
Okay.
So I imagine she's going to.
Oddly enough, you're getting away from her.
Oh. Okay.
Oddly enough, yeah, you're weaving through traffic, and you think you could probably lose her at this point if you wanted to. If you made another Dex and Drive check, you could lose her.
No, I think I'll string her along. I'll
along?
slow down a bit until she sort of gets close enough that I could like throw a dagger, throw a knife.
Right. So make a perception check, please. And alertness, of course. Perception, alertness.
5.
Bloody fuck me dead hell. Okay. As she's driving behind, you see her lining up behind you in the rear view mirror, and then you see her take out a pistol.
Interesting.
And you see there's a red laser goes past your mirror for a moment and blinding you very briefly, and then let's see if she can hit anything. Oh fuck. Okay.
Dex dodge?
You can make a Dex and dodge check.
Okay, it's just 3.
Well, she takes out your back tire.
Son of a bitch. I'm gonna take out her front tire.
You're gonna make a Dex and Drive check before you do anything else.
Okay, very good.
Sorry.
2.
2 successes. Okay. The vehicle starts the Maureen starts to bunny hop. And the back seat, you can feel it starting to fishtail. What do you want to do at that point?
I'm gonna throw a dagger.
All right, so you can make a Dex and what's the
melee
range attack? Melee. Technically, it's not melee, but okay. Yeah, right. Dex and melee will do well enough.
Yep.
Okay, the difficulty is going to be quite high because you're on a fishtailing, bouncing motorcycle on the freeway. So
by quite high, what do you mean?
By 8.
Okay, well in that case I got 4 successes. No, 3.
3 successes. Yep. Okay. Okay. Unfortunately, the dagger clatters off onto the concrete behind you. And now you see her pull up around the other side of the nearest big truck. And for a moment you saw her tires, her wheels around there, but you're not sure where she is now.
Bitch. Right, I'm going to bring up my phone and call AA. Roadside assistance.
While driving? You're still driving?
I'm pulling
right.
to the side.
Okay, so
the tire is having trouble, so I'm going to call up roadside assistance. And
up ahead, you see her motorcycle go careening into the side ramp and rolls down the road and smashes into a bunch of cars, and a bunch of accidents. Cars start stopping and what have you. And as you look up, you see that she's literally standing on the back of the truck that's driving off.
She looked fun. Well, anyway, I'm bringing roadside assistance. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Good evening. This is roadside assistance. Can we help you? And
yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, long story short, you end up back at Chase's place after that.
Okay. Cool. Brand new tire, hopefully.
Meanwhile, Peter's going to be late.
Okay. Peter's late because?
Because he might have seen that and he's following the truck.
He's following the truck.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's make a perception.
Because he could see that Mercy can look after herself and she was doing really well. So he thought he'd just mind his own business and follow the truck.
All right. Let's see if he can manage to pull that off.
Probably not. If you're using that system of theirs, probably not.
2 successes. Right, you follow the truck for a while, and as you do, you see this individual. She walks along the top of the truck and gets in through the window. Next thing, the truck begins to wobble for a minute.
Yep.
And then settles back down again.
Yeah.
It's off at the next off-ramp, the very next off-ramp.
I'll follow it.
All right.
Keeping my distance and using other cars as cover.
All right. And you keeping a distance and using okay, so you're gonna make a dex and drive check.
Yeah, here we go.
Five. One success, that's good enough. All right, you follow her off the road, and the truck goes down into like a truck stop diner kind of park there, where there's a gas station and there's a diner and there's a tavern and a few other things there. And the truck pulls up and stops. You hear the thing do its thing. You pull up in the car park, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And truck's just sitting there for a minute.
I obfuscate myself.
Okay, you're still on your trike right now, right?
Yeah. I pulled in a place where nobody can see me, of course, because I don't want the truck to see me.
Okay,
so I obfuscate myself.
Right.
So it just looks like an empty bike. And I position myself. I leave the bike and position myself near the truck, but not too close to it.
All right, there's a wits and stealth check. You got 4 successes. Okay, so you can do exactly that. You can park the bike actually very close to the truck, because you could park it right behind the truck, in fact, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or just nearby, whatever you want.
Nearby.
Okay. All right, so you park the truck, you park the bike, you get off the bike.
Yeah.
Approach the truck.
Yeah. Okay. Obfuscated.
Obfuscated. Yeah. From which direction do you approach the truck?
And from behind it.
Mm-hmm. You get up right up behind it?
Yeah, I make sure to stand so that her rear view mirrors can't see me.
Okay. All right. Now note, this is a big truck, right? With an articulated thing, and it carries a container on the back of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You're behind it?
Yeah.
No mirrors can see you.
Okay. I go under it.
Okay.
And I listen.
All right. As you're going under it, and you're listening, and you're using heightened senses to listen?
Yeah. If the engine is off, yes.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of other noise and traffic noises in the distance and things that kind of mask some of the sounds and stuff. There's engine noises are very loud now. And you get up near the cab. Now you can just make out the radio in the cab. And then it turns off, and you hear the door of the cab open.
Yeah.
And then out gets an individual.
Yeah.
With boots.
Yeah.
Looks like a female's boots.
Yeah.
You'd think it was the same person that was on the roof earlier.
Yeah.
They drop a red motorcycle helmet on the floor right next to you, kind of just goes bunk, 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 bunk. And they begin walking off. And as she does, she reaches into her pocket and pulls out something that looks like some kind of device. You're going to make a perception and security check.
I know what it is already.
Do you?
So he moves out of there real fast.
Okay, so you can make a dex and dodge check.
Yeah.
Okay, dex and dodge. Would you like to spend a willpower point?
Yeah. And he's gonna jump her and bite her, because if it explodes, she's coming with him.
You can go for her, or you can go for getting out of the.
I'll get out of there. I'll get out of there.
I mean, you can get out in her direction, but.
Yeah, I'll get out in her direction.
Okay.
Because she's not gonna blow herself up unless she's real stupid.
2 successes plus a willpower point, so 3 successes. Indeed, the cab explodes. Fire roils around you, and you are going to take some serious fire damage, unfortunately. But you don't have any fortitude. Okay, never mind. You get to make a stamina roll. 3 dice.
Okay.
9, a 10, and a 7. So you do reduce some of the damage.
Yeah.
But you are still going to take. Okay, we'll take the ones out that you've reduced. That leaves 3 levels of aggravated damage.
Okay.
So that's basically your clothes and your any flesh that's exposed, burned up,
Okay.
and you're thrown forward. As it explodes, you see that she begins to run away from you, and you can see that she's got longish blonde hair in a bob.
Yeah.
She's running off towards the road.
Okay.
She takes cover behind the nearest gas station pillar.
Yeah.
And the fire kind of roils around it. Of course, a bunch of alarms immediately go off.
Okay. I re-obfuscate.
Yep.
And change my position, but keep my eye on her.
Okay, well, we'll make a stealth check.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you make a stealth check.
Yeah.
And what are you doing? She's walking. In fact, she's running.
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay. She takes out a phone.
Yeah.
Dials a number.
Keeping behind her.
Okay. You've got heightened senses still going.
Yeah.
Your ears are ringing.
I've
from
turned
the
it back
explosion.
on because of the.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because once you thought the explosion was going to happen, you were like,
Yeah.
oh, turn
Yeah.
it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. All right. You turn it back on, and you hear her say, "I'm on the corner of Madison and 4th. Can you pick me up, please?"
Okay.
And she hangs up. And you see her take out a packet of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Light one.
Yeah.
And stand next to a lamppost.
Yeah. I keep behind her just in case she's got Mercy's little talent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep watching her. Oh, do I have one of those? You said I got a tracking device from one of my people. Do I have one on me at the moment?
Okay, I'll roll a d10, and if I roll anything from a 7, 8, 9, 10, then you do. All right.
Yeah. Okay. No problem.
6. So sadly, no.
Okay. Just. Okay. All
You
right.
thought about bringing one and went, oh, nah, I'll never need to one.
Yeah. The one time, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, I got an idea. Her helmet's be destroyed, wouldn't it?
Now it is.
Okay. All right. Is any part of her clothing ripped?
Part of her clothing ripped. Looking at her, you don't know. It's probably not. She wouldn't have been standing so close as she would have got caught in the blast. So no.
Okay. All
She
right,
literally triggered it, so she was going to make sure she was out of range before
Okay.
setting it off.
Pucker.
You can hear fire engines and sirens and cops.
Okay. All right. I wait.
Okay, you're waiting. Meanwhile, Belladonna,
Yeah.
where are you?
We're driving to Chase's.
Right.
Or we're there.
All right, so you get to Chase's now that you've had your tire fixed.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that was Mercy.
Oh no, that's right. You're in your van.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You get there.
All right. Well, I'm sure we were let in, right? Right.
Sure. They're going to let us in, of course. I mean, they know our van, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Do I have to buzz in or what?
I don't know. Do we text him or something when we get there and say, "Hey, we're here. Or can you open the door?"
Yeah. Do you want to message Jimmy?
I can do it. Don't worry.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thanks for driving, by the way. I appreciate it.
It's really loud. You might
got
need
it,
to mute.
I got it.
Okay, good.
There you go.
Thank
You
you.
just press to talk when you need to.
Oh,
And
so sensitive.
kill those loud people for us.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, how's that going? Did your text go through? Good. Good.
Okay, so Zora's going to text Jimmy when you guys get there. Jimmy's
Yeah.
going to open the door and the gate and so on, and you guys can come on through. Chase is obviously here, so Jimmy waves as you come in. Hey.
Hello. How are you?
Oh yeah. I'm really good, thank you. Bella, I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I'm all right.
Are you feeling better after what?
Yeah.
After everything.
Yeah, I feel a lot better after everything. I don't know exactly how or what happened, but I don't. I think it's probably best not to think about it too hard. You know what I mean? Like, otherwise it can be kind of traumatic.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
we're gonna watch the video? Is that what's happening?
Yeah. There's been an attack today, and I don't know if you've heard anything about it or nothing, but you should be prepared emotionally because it's difficult.
Okay. Should I get my tears out now?
Well, I don't know how you're gonna react, but
okay.
Would you rather we just talk about what happened?
I think we probably need to see.
Okay.
I hate to say it.
Well, come on through then.
Although Zora,
no. Chase Hamilton.
Yes.
Okay. So Chase, wherever you are, these guys come in to the multimedia room.
Okay. I'm going through the tapes.
Okay.
And thinking, can we zoom that up? Can we, it's not very good and it's not giving me what I want. I'm getting frustrated.
All right. And Jimmy says, while Ballard is here to watch the video and talk about today's events.
All right, make yourself comfortable. This is going to be something you won't like.
And again, short story. You heard what I told Barry earlier, I assume. Yeah. Truck, baseball bats, chainsaws.
Right. So let's go over there. I have Yarian's Bowie knife. Just gotta put that away. I don't really feel comfortable using it, but I feel like we have luck on our side, right? Right, Zora?
Yeah, we've got more than luck on our side. We have the goddess.
We have the goddess.
Yes, and we need her help.
We really do.
Because there's more bad news.
Oh?
Peter got some, I don't know how he did it, but he got back to the place where him and I blew up with those, what do they call them? Ski machines that you ski on.
Jet skis.
Yeah, whatever they're called.
Yeah, jet
he hasn't got a clue.
Jet skis. They're called jet skis.
Yeah, jet skis. Thank you, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jet skis. So he went back there and he found some papers and he found some distances and mileage, how they've been using them and stuff like that. Okay. So as you can see from this map here, these are the distances and there's a little island right there. That,
okay.
Just correct me when I'm wrong, Russ.
Sure.
That is supposed to be uninhabited. But I know for a fact it's inhabited. And Peter reckons what he used tracked the Sabbat people, and they've been going with their jet skis there. Guess who else has been going with his helicopter there?
You're the only person I know that has a helicopter. I don't know.
Yes, the prince has been going.
Oh, right. Okay. Right.
With his helicopter there.
Okay.
So I think you should tell our boss, the one we don't talk about, that his opponent, maybe, this is my theory and I could be wrong, maybe using that place as a base.
But the ye who shall not be spoken of, he doesn't really want any part of that.
No, but he needs to know that his enemy's up to something. And I need advice on how do we, if a prince is being used or is aware that he's being used or is not aware that he's being used, either way, we're in the crap. Because what do? We're only, what we are, and they're ancient.
Maybe you should meet him again, and that way you can explain it.
But you do it so much better than I do.
I don't quite fully understand what is happening the majority of the time. So, but yeah, I don't know.
I've got a surprise for you. Neither do I. Unless one of my 3 friends tells me sometimes. I pretty much don't know what's going on. So,
okay, shall we should we have a look at this mall?
Yeah,
instead for
we should have a look at the mall. We should have a look at the mall. But meanwhile, I want all our with your permission, of course, Bells, I want all our retainers to stay together.
Yeah, of course. That's why I brought Zora here.
All right. So, where are the other 2? I got in contact with them, but they're not here. All right, hang on, here she comes. That's Mercy now, I think. Might be.
All right.
Okay.
So does Mercy come in now, I guess?
Sure. Take off my helmet in my mom gear.
All right.
Walk over really cool. Hello. Whatever you're about to say, you haven't pressed that button. There you go.
Hello.
You probably come in with Vincenzi. Vincenzi might have been the one to come and get you at the door.
Yeah. Mercy, this is Vincenzi. Vincenzi, this is Mercy. She's part of the team.
Yeah,
we've already met.
We might have met.
We've already met before.
Okay, all right. I've got a lot on my mind. Look. There. Right there.
Looks in.
Okay, so they play the tapes again, I guess.
Yeah, and he does the whole spiel about the island, the thing.
I was chased here, by the way. Well, not chased. I actually tried to get him myself.
23 people, by the way, were killed today, and another further 17 people injured in critical condition in the hospital.
Why do you live in Gary? It seems like every time I come here, or at least one of us comes here, we're getting attacked on our way here. Why would you live here?
Because this is where it's all happening, baby girl.
Please don't call me that.
I don't care. You're in my domain.
You're in Gary. Gary's lawless, baby boy.
That's all you know. That is way all you know. Okay, now back to your child. Because she's one of our kind, we got to help her. Now, all right.
All right.
This is what Peter's found out. I don't know where he is, but I never know where he is. But this is what Peter found out. He managed to track, and he does the whole spiel with the whole again. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's what's happening. And if I was hiding her, I'd be hiding her there.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later then. I start walking out.
Okay.
That is whoa. Before you go, there's a bit of bad news. There might be somebody who could, in that island, who could kick your ass 20 times and not even breathe or sweat any blood.
Yeah, they're most likely vampires, right? So, well.
No, I mean super vampires.
This all sounds ridiculous, Chase. Come on. Super vampires.
Real old baby girl.
So, are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. There could be real old vampires there. Sabbat, real old vampires.
You call me baby girl one more time.
And you're gonna kill me, right?
No, I'm gonna break something.
Guys, there's no need for any of this, okay? Come on.
You gonna call me baby girl or what?
I ain't gonna call you nothing. Whatever you want. Okay, look. Chase doesn't mean nothing by it, okay? You gotta remember, Chase, why are you winding her up like that? Come on.
I'm checking her out. All right.
Ain't you guys like related or something? Like you're the same blood or some shit like that?
Same kind of clan.
So you got the.
I'm taken.
Yeah. Nobody's asking.
Well, he said he was checking me out.
And you look good from here.
Oh, so no, God.
Okay. See how they got it all tuned up there? Did you see that?
Oh my God.
Okay. All right. Now we got to be serious. I think there's more in that island than any of us can imagine. So
that's great, but
we're going to have to get them to give her to us without.
I'm going to get her in I don't know, tomorrow.
I've been on that island once. And I don't think we could even get.
No, I mean, she's going to be at the recording studio tomorrow. That's where I'm going to go get her.
And you don't think some of them will be there?
Oh, yeah, I imagine they'll be there and I'll kick their asses. Because I got my freaking sword and I'm going to slice them.
Yeah.
Got my daggers.
Them with a big sword, and then you're going to get your jollies when they chop your head off with a gun that can shoot you from a distance before you can do anything. And there are guns.
Why are you so negative?
Because, unlike you, I'm a realist.
No, you're a pessimist.
All right, pause. Peter, standing on the road, watching this woman on the side of the road, and a large black 4x4 cruises up next to her. As it does, she sees it approaching, and she rubs her hands through her hair, and her hair changes color from blonde to black, and it changes length too. She just and her hair's just suddenly different. And she sort of shakes it out and walks across to the car and gets in to the passenger side. Do you want to make a perception check, please, Mr. Wicks? Oh, that's right, I'm rolling it for you. Perception and I guess alertness. Two successes. You see that there's a number of people inside the vehicle. You can't really see much about them, but The driver leans forward and looks around out the door as she gets in, and you see it's Philippe Rigaud. And the door closes, poof, and the vehicle pulls off. Sound.
Go to my bike as quick as I can.
Okay, you go running off to your bike.
Yeah.
Okay, you get back to your bike, which was parked up where, over by the truck.
No, I got it away from the truck, remember?
Away
I
from
said
the
away
truck.
from the truck.
That is true.
Lucky I did, man.
Lucky you did, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and you get over to the bike. We'll make a Dex and Drive check to see how fast you can get on the trail. Dex and Drive. I've got Dex and Stealth, Dex and Dodge, and Dex and Brawl set up for you already. Drive. Here we go. Ooh, 2 successes. All right. Unfortunately, by the time you get back to the road with the bike, because you start it, you get on it, start it, cruise over to the road. By that point, they've gone around the corner. You get around the corner, and you see them in the distance heading for the nearest on-ramp. They get 3 successes for their Dex and Drive. You get oh fuck.
Yeah.
All right. It turns out that they dropped caltrops. And you hit a fucking whole bunch of caltrops. Your tires just start going. And you see them go up onto the on-ramp and drive off.
Like Mercy, I ring the yeah.
Right. The Automobile Association. Yeah. You need like a vampire version of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, that's a way I can start making start making money. Automobile Association for Vampires.
Right.
Works at night. Why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
You need it. You keep crashing your stuff.
Well, you didn't lose the bike. You just need to get new tires.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that.
Yeah.
But I will give you this. You get a number plate off the back of that car. Because you're not stupid, and it would be mean not to give that to you.
I quickly ring up Chase and tell him the number plate number and tell him why I'm late.
All right.
You
so
what?
Chase receives a phone call and
Yep.
writes down a number.
Instances.
Yep.
All right, you can hear the conversation.
And I go, Vincenzi, I want you to look this up for me, will you?
All right, Vincenzi's doing that. What does Peter say to Chase on the phone that Mercy or anybody else might have heard with heightened senses?
First, I followed the girl on the truck. She got picked up by Philippe Rigaud. Tried to follow them, but they put down caltrops and they've knocked out my tires, and I'll be a little bit late. But I got this number. I got this plate number. And it's a black SUV and all that sort of thing.
Mercy leaves.
And I think she's got Mask of 1,000 Faces.
Mercy's gonna go and scour the streets of Gary, looking for these assholes. Oh, you're muted.
Okay, Mercy, you get on you're back on a Maureen, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're just gonna cruise the streets looking. Yeah. Okay.
Looking.
Scanning. All right.
Yeah.
So.
And while they're doing that, because
that'll take a while.
While they're doing that, me and Bells will go and check the mall out and see if we can find anything there of any use.
check them all out.
Yeah.
Okay. You and Bells. Okay.
Bells will go too.
All right.
In your vehicle.
All right. So who's driving to the mall then? Is it Vincenzi?
Vincenzi,
Yeah.
I need your advice.
Oh.
I'm going to take over the police of Gary. How would you go about it?
The fuck? You're gonna take over the police of Gary? Okay.
Yeah.
How would you go about it? Well, okay. So the trick would be to find out who is the what do you call it? The police chief. You know, the top head honcho, right?
Yeah.
We need to get his address or her address or who the fuck it is. And we're gonna go to their house and you're gonna make friends with them.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're gonna do your tricks. You know your tricks, right?
Yeah, I know.
What I would do.
And I'll give her a little gift.
I mean, the thing to do, right, Chase, is obviously you want to go straight to the head. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to be messing around with the limbs. You
No.
go straight to the head.
No, precisely.
So that's how I would do it personally if I was you. But you know, that's just my thinking.
Okay, all right.
While you're driving, I'm assuming on the way to the mall.
Yep. And I also, and I'm saying this in front of Bells because I trust.
Okay,
Bells
she's
more.
superbly bored. So
Okay.
looking out the window.
And I also need to make a force. Not us, but a force of men that can help us with hunting the Sabbat.
Okay. All right.
Because you and Bells and Mercy and Peter aren't enough.
Okay. So what kind of force are we talking about? You want like a
military one, or would a SWAT one be enough? I don't know. I'm a helicopter pilot. I know I served in Vietnam, but none of those guys are around anymore that I knew.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, if you can obtain access to the SWAT team, the Gary SWAT crew. I mean, wow, that would be something.
Yeah.
That'd be something. For sure. But if you want to go to a whole other another level, you want to go military. That's a whole new thing.
Yeah, I thought it could be.
Like what you got to remember, right? Basically, this Chase is that if you go with military, that the whole thing is going to be against the Masquerade.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just go running around with a whole bunch of soldiers and guns and shit, shooting shit up and blowing stuff down. You know, you can't do that. But if you turn up with the cops and you got flashing lights and sirens and then loudspeakers, you're like, get the fuck out of the car, or we're gonna, you know, whatever. They're gonna listen to you, and you're not breaking the Masquerade because you got all the officialdom on your side.
Okay. All right, that sounds like a better idea.
So there's two sides to that.
What
I would do, Chase, if I was you,
yeah,
you know, hear me out. I would start with the cops. I would start with the SWAT teams, and then I would invest into a private team that looked like a SWAT team.
Okay. All right.
Make them look exactly like a SWAT team, but you give them all the weapons and all the gear and all the training and even some of that stuff, some of the good stuff, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, you don't want to give that to the cops. That could confuse things. And I'll tell you what, another thing, Chase, is like, bear in mind that every man and his dog, every fucking vampire from here to Timbuktu, whoever comes through the city of Gary, they're going to be like, oh, I got a good idea. Let's take over the cops. And they're going to go and investigate the cops, and they're going to go and talk to them, and they're going to, you know, so everybody's trying to get those people.
All right. I've already cleared it with the person I need to clear it with on the vampire side. And they will be making sure this doesn't go to my head, and I want you to do the same for me.
Oh, well, that won't be hard.
Okay, just tell me when you think I'm going over the top.
Okay.
All right. Okay. And you too, Bells, wake up.
But I'm sorry, you guys are just so really invested, you know, in whatever you're doing. So.
Yeah. It's only a minor thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Do you need money?
Well, yeah, I need money to go towards, you know, Randy's race and the racetrack. And
all right. Well,
I wouldn't mind. I want to purchase a place next door because I want to build an add-on. And
I was thinking about something. You know, Rosa.
Yeah, of course I know Rosa.
Well, yeah, I know you know, Rosa. What am I saying? Okay, but the thing is, I was thinking, as part of Randy's thing, the charity could be to, you know, how the zoo's kind of old-fashioned, and it sort of hasn't caught up with the with the
The
with
zoo's fine. It gets a lot of funding.
yeah, but couldn't we make them the charity?
We'll think on it.
Okay, I just thought, you know, it might help, and then maybe Rosa wouldn't let animals go all over the place.
If we donate it to the zoo, it's more, you know, it'll go towards education or something, but it won't go towards releasing the animals, which is what Rosa wants to do.
Okay. What a better no, we can't do that. I've got
Okay, well, we're coming up on this. This is the place they call it. They call it the Village Mall here.
All right, let's have a look.
And as you come up, there's this big triangular sign that sticks up out of the ground like 50 feet that says "The Village" on the front of it, and there's this reasonably normal looking mall behind that. You know, there's a strip mall out the front, and then there's like a Walmart and a few other things attached to it, and the actual mall itself is 2 floors high. There's a J.C. Penney, and yep, you can see cafes and stuff. Right now, there are dozens of police cars. There's still 2 ambulances here as well, but things seem to be much more calm. As you approach, you can see there's news media still there as well, people milling around. But it's slowly being shut down, and people are more and more kind of leaving and going away. The mall itself is closed. There's not a lot of people here. As far as onlookers are concerned, they've all been sent away by the police department at this point. You can see the front of the mall. You can see the windows on the front of the mall are all smashed. There's yellow tape up all over the place. Even at this distance, those of you with heightened senses especially will be able to see bloodstains on the stairs.
Okay.
Going up to the front.
Are you sure?
All right, well, you want to park here, or do you want to get a little closer? I don't know if we want to get too much closer. The cops might start asking us questions.
Yeah, true.
You just stay here, or, you know, go around the block or something.
Sure, I'll drive around and see what we can see. So, all right, Vincenzi drives around the block. You do a full circuit. And yeah, the mall is definitely all closed down. There's seems like a lot of rent-a-cops here. Can't hear you, Barry.
Just look at what we can look at and get the best just we can.
All right.
You know. Because we got our IDs, haven't we?
You've got some FBI IDs, I believe, from a little while ago. You're not. Are you wearing your FBI uniforms? Or?
No,
I didn't think so. Chase might be.
I'm not wearing a uniform as much as my suit. Yeah,
right. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I'm wearing a suit.
Does Chase always wear that these days? Out of curiosity.
Well, I've become a little richer, and I can dress a little bit finer now. But it's not overly, you know. It's not like Vincent would dress. It's just Chase dressing.
Right.
You know.
Okay. And Vincenzi says, oh, wait. He turns on his police scanner. Yeah. Radio scanner. Yeah. And tunes it in. And you can hear the cops, you know, signaling each other, telling each other stuff. There's a fucking... A gas station's just been held up on the other side of Gary right now, and there's cops going over there. There's been a couple of murders in another location. Some sort of drug deal's gone wrong somewhere. And so there's lots of little incidences going on, some more or less serious than others. And you hear that they've basically all the bodies are out of the mall now, and that they've sent in the CSI.
Ooh.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go in then because we have the ideas. Well, do you have yours?
I do. I'll just say that I'm, I was out of uniform or something. I was off duty.
Yeah, that works for you.
Yeah, that works. That's good.
All right.
And I look like a hippie on my day off.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine.
Like that's gonna fly.
That's fine. That'll fly.
Okay, let's go. I'm
All right.
ready. Ready to pretend like I'm an FBI agent.
Okay. So you go over to the front of the mall.
Do you remember our FBI names?
I can pull them out of my ass.
Yes,
Hang
please.
on.
Pull
I do
them
have
out of your ass, because
Dennis Haynes was your special agent. Dennis Haynes.
Dennis
Yep.
Haynes. Yeah.
And I was like Angelina.
I don't remember yours. You can Angelina Wahlberg. Yes,
Angelina
Angeline
Wahlberg.
Wahlberg. That's right. So
That works. I'll walk over.
all right.
Dragging Chase behind me.
Dragging Chase. Are you taking ghouls with you?
No.
No. This
Nope.
is.
Okay, so Vincenzi stays
Take
back.
Vincenzi. Take Vincenzi, because he was a cop. He was a cop. He can tell us where we're going wrong.
All right.
I don't.
He hasn't got an ID though, has he? No.
He's not
no.
a cop anymore.
Yeah. He's not a cop anymore, but.
Hey,
once you're a
if
cop.
you need me, Chase, you can call me. Right? You got a phone.
All right. Thanks, Vincenzi.
I'll sit in the car and I got my phone ready to answer any questions. All right?
Yep.
Go. Good luck.
Let's
Great good luck.
go.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you head on over to the mall. You see the cops standing out the front. There's a couple of guards that just guarding the garden. When you get there and you approach the cop.
Hello.
Evening, ma'am. How can we help you?
Hi. I'm Detective Angeline Wahlberg.
Oh, nice
Here.
to meet you. He looks at your badge, looks at you. I see. I guess you're here to see out of game. 1 moment, second, please. You're here to see Investigator Commander Jack Hamadi. Is that right?
That's exactly right. This is my colleague, Dennis Haynes.
Sure. Commander, we've got a couple of FBI agents here looking to see you.
FBI. We're off duty, but we're actually on duty now.
Understood. Okay, I can take you guys through. Let's go.
All right.
So, you guys are a bit late today, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're sorry. We were busy.
Yeah. Was our day off?
It was our day off.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks. Doesn't
Day
it?
off.
Yeah, you know how that's like.
Yeah, you don't get a day off from this job. I understand.
No.
Okay, well, come with me and I'll take you in. And you go
Okay.
up the stairs, and as you're going up the stairs, you can see there's like chunks of concrete that have been taken out of the walls of the ramp. The what do you call them? Those concrete rails that go up the side of the ramp. And there's blood stains around the place. As you go into the at the top, you can see a lot of carnage inside there. The bodies have been taken away. No, they have not been taken away because CSI is here.
Yeah.
Right, so they're not going to take the bodies away. They, in fact, are investigating and photographing them right now. And so there's a lot of flashes, photography going off, that kind of stuff. As you're walking in, and you walk through the bodies, you see there's like a chainsaw that's laying over on the side, and you get to a group of homicide detectives, and the cop that you're with right now, he says, Commander, this is Agent Special Agent Wahlberg, did you say? And
That's right.
Agent Haynes.
Agent Haynes.
And this guy turns around, he goes, he's this black dude with glasses on, he turns around and he says, well, good evening, how can I help you? Nice to see you here finally at last.
Yeah, some more of our people are coming. We've been sent in just to do a find out what's going on. What happened?
Sure.
Well,
where would you like to start?
Are the perpetrators deceased?
The perpetrators are not deceased. The perpetrators left the building.
Oh.
Okay, so look, here's how it went. Okay, so we're going to walk you through the whole thing. Okay, so
perfect. Thank you.
he describes how the truck pulls up out the front. 15 people get out, dressed in basically, what do you call them? Overalls with hockey masks and chainsaws. They come up the stairs. They kill 3 people on the stairs, injure 5 other people, get to the top of the stairs. They smash the glass windows with the chainsaws, and they just start fucking murder hoboing everybody that they come across. People are running and screaming, and they're chasing them. And they chase them down. There's like some fucking pregnant woman chased down in a haberdashery. Somebody else, just people being murdered all over the place. They run around the whole place, killing everybody they can get their hands on. There is security footage of a great deal of this, which he will show you afterwards. And after they're done with this, they go out the back door, out the other side of the building, having been through the whole sort of one from wall to wall of the mall, come out the other side, they get picked up and they drive off.
Oh, this is like, she's on the verge of crying.
Who's this? This is Bella.
Belle's, yeah.
Right. Okay. It's yeah, it was really, really, really brutal. It's awful.
It's so bad. Why are people doing this? Why do we need to hurt each other? And
Commander Hamadi is like, well, we've never seen anything like this before. Not in Gary. I mean, we get a lot of gang stuff, but this ain't no gang stuff. This is something else. We don't even know what this is. Now, we ran the license plate on the truck, and we believe it came from Texas, a small town in Texas, in fact. Before it was sold secondhand there, it was actually a military vehicle. It was being used until only a few weeks ago for transporting troops from Fort Worth, Texas, to various other military installations around the country. So we're currently investigating how they accessed that vehicle. The chainsaws were all purchased in the last 7 days from various locations around, we believe, the city of Gary. We are trying to pull up some security footage from some of the chainsaw purchases to see if we can get some faces for that.
It's a good idea. You're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks. It's a hell of a thing. This is insanity.
Yeah.
The scary thing is that they fled. I mean, we didn't even get them. We don't even know where they are. The truck was out of here, and they were done before anybody even made it here.
Have you got footage from other stores around?
Other stores? Sure. Yeah. We've got he
or like road, the cameras that sort of look over the motorways and stuff.
Right. We're sourcing all of that stuff at the moment. Yeah, that's what we're trying to pull.
Okay, that's good. You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
I hope you get a promotion.
Well, put in a good word for me, and who knows, maybe
I'll do that.
So, is there anything in particular that you guys want to look at right now while we're here? Fresh. We've recovered some fabric, some strands of fabric from their so-called uniforms, if you like. It seems like they had uniforms. This is nothing less than terrorism, you understand? So yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna like this isn't working. I'll send a text to Chase being like, can you like touch the items and get an impression from it? Or
Chase, out of game.
I doubt it. I don't think he can.
I don't think Chase can.
Allspex 3.
Yeah, I don't think Chase has Allspex 3.
You need mercy.
You need mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Allspex 2, Chase, unfortunately, not 3.
Okay. All right. And he texts back, no. That
I
would
text you.
be...
I text you saying that's great, but no, it's not actually great.
I know what you mean. Right.
Sweet. So, do you think there's anything else we should know? What? I mean, it's quite clear that they didn't really have like something that they were going for in particular, right? It was just chaos for chaos' sake.
Chaos. This was a massacre, and it was a message.
Have they written a message somewhere?
Yeah.
Can we have a look?
Pay too much attention to it, but sure, you can have a look.
Okay. Thank you.
We're still trying to get it translated.
Let's have a look.
Okay, and they take you into the food court, where there is a fountain and a bunch of bodies laying around, and food is still in various places.
I thought they took away all the bodies.
I remember I reneged on that. I remember that.
Okay.
Because they're photographing it because the CSI people are here.
Of course.
Because they wouldn't take the bodies away. It doesn't make any sense. They spend a lot of time on that.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So, yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
So yeah, there's bodies, there's blood, there's people all over the place. Oh, self-control checks.
Yeah.
Please.
I'm good at this, so.
You are. Chase, are you good at this?
Yeah.
Self-control? You're pretty good at it. You got 4 dice.
Good at this. Okay.
Chase has got 4 dice. Chase, you roll a 10 and a 9.
Self-control.
A laugh of Belladonna fucking frenzies.
Okay.
Oh my god. No, that's my roll. What did you roll? Come on.
3.
3 successes. Nice. Okay, cool.
Yeah, my
You're good.
Calm heart.
Calm heart.
Yeah, calm heart and a lot of self-control.
A lot of self.
Perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So there is a message, you might say, painted in blood all around the outside of the fountain. What languages do you guys speak and read?
It'll just be common.
Common. Elven. Does anyone speak Giant? No.
Giant's always the one that people should have, but they don't know it.
Right, especially in my games.
No.
So you don't right.
But I will text someone that I might think that might be able to know.
Chase, you've got one other language. What was it? Was it Spanish? Or it might have been Vietnamese? Nah.
You're silent.
Can't hear you.
Still silent. Yeah, keep talking.
It would have been Vietnam.
Vietnamese?
Yeah, Vietnamese.
Okay.
Yeah, he would have been.
I think that's cool.
Okay. Cool.
It would make sense.
Because he was in Vietnam, so why not learn what your enemy's saying?
That's true.
Yeah.
All right. Very good then. Chase, you speak Vietnamese. It's not in Vietnamamese though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
No. Is it in a like easy readable one? Is it in English letters?
No.
Okay, well,
we'll take a picture of it.
You can. I don't think I have a camera.
Yeah, take a picture of that, please. Somebody.
Well, the cops definitely have photos of all of this stuff. And he says, "You want me to get you a copy? I'll get you copies of all the evidence write-ups."
What do you think the language is for this?
Well, we're looking at it at the moment. Somebody told me that it might be Hebrew or possibly Aramaic.
Interesting. I don't know any Hebrews.
Aramaic, yeah.
Do we actually know any Tremere? We do. Okay. Yeah. Well, we could take this to her.
Oh, I know who might know Aramaic.
We could take it to her.
But he's not here.
I mean, we could take it to her, like the... Well...
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Or, well, I mean, I don't know. exactly. Maybe I could ask. I won't mention her name in front of the cops.
Our language people should be able to decipher it.
Yeah, we'll get somebody to do this. It's not our top priority right now. We're just looking for hard physical evidence right now.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. You know what? You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Doing a great job.
Thanks a lot.
You've already said that.
Well, it's because he's doing a great job.
I know he's doing a great job, but you keep telling me he's doing a great job.
Well, it'll inspire him to do more of a great job. It's good. Inspiration's good. Praise is good.
As you're talking to him, his phone rings and he takes the call and he holds it up to his head. He's like, "Hello? What? Now? Where?
Heightened senses.
Fuck. Okay, mobilize now. Get everybody on it."
All right, where are we going?
He lowers his phone. He says, "It's happened again.
Oh God.
They've done it again. There's another fucking mall. They've done it again." Okay, and he and you guys go out, and he's like, "You guys want to come with me?"
Yep. I'll go. We'll go with our guy, but we'll follow you.
All right.
Yep. Okay. We go.
Yep. Okay. So you guys go back to your car.
Sure.
And so Vincenzi's going to drive you guys with them. And so some of the cops peel off from here, and they have to keep this place locked down too. So it becomes even more difficult. Now there's helicopters in the air as well, and news media is starting to crowd in. As you go across the city, you go to the. Let me see.
I'm going to be sending a text message to Peter and Mercy about this location as well.
All right, so this is South Lake, the South Lake Mall. And when you get there, basically same shit, different day.
Right. For FBI agents, we're going in.
All right. And so
I don't have any bulletproof vests or anything. I'm just going in as a hippie.
You just go in as a hippie?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, the police dude, Jack Hamadi, investigative commander Jack Hamadi, offers to give you guys vests and stuff if you don't have them.
We take them.
Thank you.
We take them.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Going without it.
And you get these big yellow sticker thingies on your chest that say, FBI.
It's just gonna restrict me. I'm good.
Just put the damn thing on.
I put it on, and then I'll go in and then take it off, and then run and try and find someone to take down. As soon as I get in there, I'm gonna get my claws out. As soon as it's like free of the cops outside. Yeah.
Okay.
I track them down.
And I've taken guns that do a little bit extra than normal, and I hope I don't have to use them like shit.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, I wonder what.
Okay.
I got 3 guns.
I'll never know.
3 guns I'm taking.
Okay.
Yeah.
3 guns?
2 in the holster, 1 in the back.
All right. Very good.
Yep.
Okay, and as you go in there, it's even more fresh than last time. Fewer people because it's later at night.
Yeah.
Let's
go track them down.
But what you notice is as you go through investigating this, basically the same sort of hit and run kind of a deal. They came through. They were even more efficient than last time. There are fewer survivors.
Okay. Have they left yet?
Yeah, they're gone.
Right. Fuck. Should we go to another mall
from here?
Yeah.
What's that, Barry?
What's the next mall from here?
The next closest mall from here. Next closest mall from here would be the Maryvale Mall.
Okay. We're gonna head for the Maryvale Mall.
All right.
I have a suspicion. All right.
Perhaps we better send a contingent with you just to keep you guys safe. How about that? He turns around and he goes, Lieutenant Pollack, I want you and Captain Samuel Roberts and let's get Sergeant Breitenstein. She can go with you as well.
I think Bells will text the other guys that too, and Mercy's going to she's going to head there.
And
Mercy's gonna head there.
Yeah.
Sorry, how does Mercy know what's going on?
Oh, because Bells is keeping both Peter and Mercy up to date.
Okay, with text messages.
they got Peter's on the way. He's thinking
Bells is going to go around the back.
I'm really fucked up, but I've got to help these buggers.
Sorry, did I say Bells or Mercy? I'm sorry. Well,
You
when
said
Mercy
Mercy, I
gets
think.
there. Yeah.
Okay, so Mercy's coming to the same location too right now. This is the you're going to the third mall now, right? The Merivale Mall.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you make who's driving?
He's
Vincenzi, I guess.
driving me.
Vincenzi's driving you.
And Bells.
And Bells. Mercy, you want to make a dex and drive check if you want to get there quickly. She's
You will see.
No, I don't.
5
successes. Right, Mercy. You get to this mall.
Good.
And at that point, as you're coming up, you're seeing security guards coming out, and they're literally, people are leaving. They're forcing people to leave. They've been, no, Mercy doesn't know this, but everybody else does. They've already called them all and told them to evacuate before anything bad happens.
Yeah.
So there's people pouring out, going to the car park, very confused people, freaking out. Some of them know more than others. Some of them haven't heard about the attack, so they're confused. The ones that have are freaking out. Children crying, that kind of stuff. And Mercy, where do you go? I mean, you get up to the front of the mall, and they're just about to close the doors, and there's a couple of ladies there closing the doors.
You're going to let me in, and then you can
Dominate
close
check.
the doors.
Dominate check.
I will do that. Oh, -2.
Like,
Oh wait.
Oh,
Is that even right? That can't be
is
right.
it right?
3.
You only rolled 3 dice.
Yeah.
That's not right.
Oh no, it is. She has 0 leadership. Okay.
Oh, this is Mercy.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yep, wrong one. It's hard having 2 character sheets to deal with.
Oh, is it?
0.
Oh,
Well,
you want to try
technically
80 NPCs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a dame.
No.
Technically 1.
1 success.
Yeah.
She's like, why would I let you in?
Why are you staying here?
I'm just following orders. Who are you? You need to leave, ma'am. This place is being locked down. Have you heard about the attacks today?
Yeah, I have. I'm actually a store owner here, so if you don't mind, I need to go in.
Oh, which store do you need to get to?
Knives. Gary, knives.
You know how this works, right?
Yeah.
Now, just for the fun of it.
The only one I could think of.
Why is it
I can't see. I can't. I'm not gonna be able to see. What is it?
It's a 5. It's a 5.
There's only
nice.
one and a
She
half
looks at you and
knives.
she's like, yeah, okay. And she just opens the door.
Thank you.
And
Now
you
you
slip
should
in.
probably go, otherwise, you'll
She
be in
just
trouble.
shuts the door behind you and starts locking it up.
Excellent. I'm gonna go find somewhere to sit and wait.
All right. Well, there's lots of seating inside the mall, of course. Big long chairs, seats.
What time of the year is it? It must be around Christmas, right? So I'm gonna sit on the Santa's Christmas thing, waiting for Santa.
Okay, so
That's
you're
where I'm
waiting.
gonna sit.
Okay, so you're on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Meanwhile, Chase and Ballet, you're driving as fast as you can across the city. There's quite a lot of traffic, oddly enough, at this point now, coming in the opposite direction. Choppers are shining around overhead, flying around overhead, shining their spotlights down on the road.
And I look at them wistfully.
The police presence is quite strong at this moment. And you think it's going to take you about a quarter of an hour probably to get there at this point.
It's gonna take too long.
You know, I don't know, maybe the subway might be quicker. Hang on. I don't know if they got a lot of services down here though. Gary's subways, they're pretty slow and they're pretty irregular.
Peter's not hurrying because he just got new tires, so.
How far is it? Can we run?
Well, yeah, I guess you can run. It's gonna. Buck.
Yep.
What just happened? Can you hear me?
You okay?
No, you're all right now.
Yeah.
You've gone back to normal, yeah.
Can you still?
Yeah, I
Really?
can see you. Yeah.
Oh my God! Because my monitors both went out and my computer fan just started going bing. And I assumed that my computer had shut down, so I can't see you. I can't see anything right now. And
Well, we can see you. We can see you and hear you.
Unfortunately, I can't see anything and I can't really do anything. So I'm going to have to reboot my machine, I'm afraid.
Oh no.
Okay.
So I'm very sorry. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Be right back.
See you soon.
Bye.